Hello everyone, hope you're all doing great. So I'm Saranya and in this video we are going to learn about joints. Okay, so joints cannot be taught in a single part, it would be very lengthy. So I'm creating multiple parts. Okay, so in this part we will be learning about what are joints, why do we need them, and also what are the different type of joints. From next video, each and every joint we'll see in detail along with lots of practice examples and with different data sets. Okay, so let's start. And for this video I chose to draw and show you. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so if you see my screen, so now let us start to understand why do we need joints. Okay, all right, so first thing is that let's say you have an employee table. Okay, so inside the employee table you have the employee ID, employee name, and the department ID of that employee. Okay, so now we have ID 1, 2, and 3. Let's say their names are A, B, and C. Department ID is 101, 102, 103. Okay, so now we have a table called employee. Inside the employee table, you have the ID, name, and department ID. So now let's say I have another table called department. Okay, so inside the department table, I have the department's ID and what is the department name. Okay, so let's say I have department ID 101, which is IT department, 102, which is sales department, 103, which is admin department. Okay, so second table is the department table. It has ID and name. So 3 IDs and 3 names. Okay, so now let's say your manager comes to you and tell you, can you give me output like this, where they want the employee ID, employee name, the department ID of that employee, and the department name. Okay, so they're asking you that we want all of these columns. Okay, so now if you see in the employee table, you have the ID, name, department. In the department table, you have the ID and the name. So now how do you want the output to be? It should have employee ID, employee name, department ID, department name. So 4 columns we need. So first, whatever the details are available in this employee table, let's fill all of them. Okay, so the employee ID is 1, 2, 3. Names are A, B, and C. Department ID is 101, 102, 103. So now we just want the department name. For that, where can you get this? If you see here, 101, it's matching with this 101. And the department name is IT. So now you can match this 101 with this 101 and you can give the IT department name here. If you see here, this 102 is matching with this 102. So now you bring sales here. In the same way, 103 is matching with 103. So you bring the admin department here. So this process is called join, which means you have 3 columns here. There is one column that is missing, which means in the output, you want 4 columns. The 4th column is not inside this table. So what you will do, you will try to check if there is any other table that has this particular column that you want. And you will also check if there is any other column that you can use to join these 2 tables. Okay, so now this department ID is called the common column. So that common column is present in both the tables. Okay, so that is the reason why you're using this department ID column in order to match this 101, 101, 102, 102, 103 and 103 and bring this IT, sales and admin department names. So this process is called join. Now, what are the different types of joins? Okay, so the first type we have is the inner join. Second type we have is the left join. Third type we have is the right join. Fourth one is the cross join. Fifth one is the outer join. Sixth one is the self join. Okay, So if somebody comes to you and asks you, can you tell me what are the different type of joints? You will give all these 6 type of joints. And also lots of time, if somebody wants to confuse you, they will tell you what is left outer join. Okay, so left outer join is exactly same as left join. There is no difference in both of these. Left outer join or left join, both are same. In the same way, right outer join is similar as your right join. Okay, so there is no difference between both of them. Both are similar. Okay, so now we have understood why do we need joints and what are the type of joints. Okay, so a lot of people also confuse between union and join. Okay, even in interviews they'll ask you, can you tell me the difference between union and join? Okay, so let's say you have one table. Okay, so this table is the North America table. ID and the product name. Okay, then you have another table. This table is for Latin America. Okay, so now here also you have the ID and product name. You have the product names. So if somebody tells you, if they want one table, okay, that will have Latin America plus North America details, so that they want to create one table for Americas. Okay, in those cases, when you want both of the tables together, then you perform union. In that case, what will happen? This will become ID, product name. Here you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, P1, P2, P3 and P4. So this is the output of your union. Okay, whereas in join, what will happen? You have column 1, column 2, column 3 in your table. Some other table has column 3, column 4. So using this one and this one, you will bring it as C1, C2, C3, C4. Okay, so basically joins are used to join the columns. Unions are used to merge the rows one below the other. Okay, so union is used to merge the rows. Joins are used to combine the columns. Okay, so this you have to remember. Definitely you can expect one question in unions and join. So if they ask you what is the difference between union and join, you will tell union is used to merge the rows, join is used to combine the columns. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, so I think in this video we have covered what are joints, why do we need them, what is the difference between joints and union. From the next video, it will be very, very important. Okay, so different type of joints, how they work, what are the codes, all of that we'll be seeing. Okay, so stay tuned for the next part and please subscribe so that you do not miss any videos from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.